No, 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 no. I'm gonna change this. Okay, I am not going to play their games. I am going to bring out the best that I have to offer. The best burnt that I have to offer. They're actually going to make us fight every single one of these fingers, aren't they? They're definitely about to make us fight every single one of these fingers. Okay. Do I want the burn one, the bleed one, or are we going to go for tremor again, just for fun? I guess we're going to stick with the hook, just because he has a void. We might need to avoid. Alright then, guys! Have fun! Have fun! Oh, Vesper's here! Oh, okay. Maybe he's going to carry the team again. Maybe he's actually going to carry the team again. My experience has taught me that this workshop here features is none other than Fixers Monthly. Would be best for their merchandise opportunities. Quite the clean, flawless finish that they boost. And about this workshop on the side, well, it does produce figurines of passing qualities. Thou must practice caution indeed, for they merely run mass production line of generic products, of course, with nary a spark of any sort of creativities. Are you already coaching him? Done! Well, thank you for your advice. Thou needst not to thank me. As for Fixer merch, I must recommend thou beginnest with the button badges, for there's an absolutely zero concern that the Color Fixer's button badge meets the fate of becoming the C stock. Plunge their revenue to the negatives and such. Well, the excitement of accomplishing such a distinguished figure is quite well understood. But perhaps such discussion could be tabled for later admissions such as these. Oh, yes, of course, quite! This is an unimaginable glory, though, to partake in the epochal moments such as the new Color Fixer's very first mission! Done. Don't forget to breathe. So, Junior, how's the Color Fixer's life, huh? You got a fan already! Not even going to pretend to hear me? Oh well, he gets like that when he's nervous, I guess. So you guys better get used to it now. You have no idea how many times we bickered until I finally got used to him sulking like this. Anyhow, is this really the House of Spiders though? It's a lot different from what I had expected. What is all of this stuff?
Fret not, but this is indeed the correct destination. A swift observation did I make with the skier labeled multi-angle camera, and saw all paths is around me, leading to infinity in all directions. What? Indeed, there's no doubt that you have entered the assailant's den.
This place looks like a grocery hall. One that we've seen before with the giraffe head thing. You know, the one that was constantly dipping over, giving us the cost hammer upgrade thing. Interesting. A corridor. So this is where they've spun their webs. The disquietus imminent in a name such as the House of Spiders seem to hardly convey the sense emanated from this place, which is more akin to a supermarket or warehouse at a nest. Yes, though it is more like a warehouse of toy boxes and nothing else. Toy boxes? Oh, I recognize some of these toys as the one my parents had brought me in my childhood. Toys are imbued with meaning only when they're actually played with though. Thus, one must come to wonder, why have they kept these untouched in the packaging? In a way that seems to hamper even the purpose of detached admiration. Well, an object's purpose is often determined by its owner. As it stands now, it seems that the purpose is to display the goods and nothing more. leaping across the rooftops of the city. To protect its peace and all its safety. Hey? Wait, do you hear this? Yeah? But is that a song? This song! Dawn? Wait, is this some kind of twisted song that breaks your mind when you hear it or something? Oh, it's the opening of Let's Go Polontinos! A biography show of the eminent Federico, a grade 1 fixer of the Deviant Association.
Allow me to investigate the veracity of her claim.
Oh, I'm pretty sure she knows what she's talking about. No, there's no need to concern yourself with that kind of research. The song alone shouldn't cause us any sort of concern. Let us head towards the source of the sound. Alright. Oh! Take this! Breaking Slam! Badass! Seriously, that's like the sickest move out of all of them. Slam a weapon on the ground. Use the rebound to leap into the air for a finisher. Lightning kick! Papa, you gotta teach me how to do that one, please. Well, if you wanna try that move, you're gonna need some more leg augmentation. And maybe a few more vengeance tattoos. Then, can I head out for a second so I can cross just 2 more vengeances of the book? No, there's no need, kiddo. I was hoping to avoid running into these clouds again, I mean. What a baffling coincidence. Hey there. Sometime prior to the group's entry into the back door's portal. When Ryoshu signed the onboarding contract, we have also received intel on the internal structure of the House of Spiders. The issue was that the order in which individuals enter the back door determines the destination within the House of Spiders with no sort of discerning pattern. The LCC concludes that this unpredictability is outside the realms of analysis. However, such a variable is still within Faust's control. After all, we have a similar feature in our bus, right? To demonstrate that, assuming that no one other than us comes in and out of the House of Spiders, Faust knows that the third person to enter the House of Spiders will emerge to the ring's nursefathers gallery. Then we must discuss with the LCA to determine who goes where. The sooner that meeting takes place, the better it is. Everyone should begin their preparations to infiltrate the House of Spiders, save for the team leaders, Miss Faust and Manager Dante. As for the roster, we will share them once we have finalized them. Well, coincidence played no hand in our presence here. It is all according to plan. Ha! Hello there. Still sucks on our end. It looks like I'll be fighting with my life on the line today. Especially with that bumblebee punk on their side. Huh? Oh, holy crap! You're going to use that sword too? That is going to be so sick! Then I think I'm going to try Papa's move that he showed off at the lab. You guys saw that too, right? When Papa kicked up the combo counter on those gun-tooting guys in the black armor and pulled off a super, blasting them into smithereens. Ah, and there's this fixer who used the skills similar to my Papa as well. Who was it again? The same guy who worked at that legendary fixer office before moving to another one. Sir Rinaldo of Charles' office? Oh shit! Right! Didn't he have this move where he would line up like 10 dudes in a row and cut them all down at once or something? It is so cool, but I'm a bit too weak to replicate such a move by myself. Has Thou not been watching the biography of the Fixer of Justice until a mere moment ago? Eh? Oh, do you mean Let's Go Polynitsa? Well, of course, bro. I watched every Fixer-related clip and animation. You're a fan too, I see. I recognize all of these badges on your coat. Hey, can you give me one of them? Nay, I shan't. For I cannot well hand over a symbol of a fixer to one who spectates a massacre as though she is observing a mere game. Huh? Oh, so you're playing the kind of character as well, huh? Neato. Doesn't that character in the newest episode of Fixer and Talk kinda talk like that as well? The guys who crawl out of the holes in the desert? El Bomber. Oh yeah, El Bomber con Bosta Naranjas. Let this emanation of justice strike deep down. Silence. I wish for thy silence. How does one grapple with the contradiction that is to admire the justice of a fixer through their videos and comic books, yet to behave as thou dost? Huh? What do you mean now? I just think they're badass, and that's all. Though, of course, nobody beats my papa in the badass game, you know? Asa, do you recognize anything about that nursefather sword? Just one thing. It's clearly not a workshop weapon going by the finish. Is it possible that the weapon is from a workshop that you just simply do not have access to? Miss Asa. Well, it is possible, but that glowing thing inside of the scarab, that thing's gotta be a relic. Aw, Yuria probably could have told us more about it if she was here. But either way, I'm pretty sure it's rare as heck. Ha! Well, you certainly have an eyes for weapons. That's interesting. What's so interesting? The amount of trash in this room makes me wonder how such a thing came to be in your possession. As far as I know, relics are so rare and expensive that even the 4 families of Hong Yuan don't have that many of them to begin with, let alone a rare one like this. Trash? Oh, come on, those are rare toys! The floor is littered with empty cup of noodles, containing and toasty pasty wraps. I must have been eating nothing but junk food for the last couple of days. Oh, my papa brought me a whole box of them, so I just had to eat them. Well, out there, it's always pissing me off how big brothers and big sisters would chide me about snagging on nothing but this kind of junk. But ever since I came here, Papa's been letting me eat whatever I want to eat, however much I want to eat them. How about that, huh? Cannot really help but assume that they would have adverse effects on one's health. Worried that you will get sick, huh? It ain't a big deal in this city. Can't let something trivial like that stop me from feeding a tasty treat to my family. What a shining example of fatherhood. You're just spoiling her rotten, I see. Which is interesting, because Ryoshu seem to have nothing but hatred for all of you. You're walking a mighty thin line by running your mouth about my kids when you don't even know her that well to begin with. I don't know about her other fathers. By my parental love for Yoshihide, my daughter has always been completely earnest. What is this? Feburary? See? Do you have a good time there, buddy? Enjoying a nice drive with your dad? I guess it's alright. You sure that you're not overspeeding though? My hair's going crazy in the back. It's been forever since my very own daughter asked me to buy something for her. Money ain't a thing. I just want some tracksuits to wear around home. Don't remember asking for that massive bear plush. And a younger sibling I'm close with always told me that every kid these days carries around something like this. Kids being the key word here. I'm an adult. Besides, isn't that bear plush supposed to be red or something? Wait, you want me to take a U-turn or something? No, I guess purple is just fine. Buddy, you ever find anything that you don't like, you can just talk to me about it. I always make sure to avenge the wrongs, no matter what I gotta do to get it. If she wanted something, I would empty my pockets to get it for her, even if that meant I had to borrow money from my younger brothers and sisters and risk losing my face. And if she wanted to do something, I let her go wild, as long as it didn't violate the rule of the House of Spiders. Cause that's family. A little sacrifice ain't the thing, if it is one for us. But Ryoshu has left the House of Spiders, despite all of this. Have you ever questioned yourself why that is? Must have been for that pipsqueak or something. I've been snapping that little twerp's neck had I known that she would get in the way of my Yoshihida's bright future. Pipsqueak, are you talking about her daughter? Need not hear much to know that you were not a good father of hers. Team leader, how much longer are we going to indulge that piece of trash? I'm in agreement with this distinguished colored fixer. It is high time that we demonstrate to them the meaning of justice. Well, there's no need to rush. I was about to get started anyways. This is the LCD, engaging the middle nurse father. Well, I'm sure you've been monitoring the situation here, Manager Dante. So please proceed according to our plan. Right. How bad is this going to be? How bad is this going to be? Oh, wait. What are you? Oh, bonus damage, uses E. The target has a negative effect, deals 50% damage. Flashable, does not hit the enemy. Gives us poise! Oh, thank you! Target's ally does not trigger defensive skill, does not take deal damage. Gain poise count. Heals SP! White breath, safeguard on mind. Oh, where were you in the last fight? I could have needed that, but then again, I did need additional attacks, otherwise I would have probably died because of the bleed effect. And even better, Whisper! Oh, Whisper, whatever you do, you're probably going to win. I don't need to worry about you at all. Not entirely sure what Erza's going to do. Oh, you have Tremor. But if they are using Tremor, then maybe this time around, Tremor's actually going to play a role now. Maybe. Just maybe. Either way, what are you doing? More bleed, of course. Everyone has bleed around here. Raises stagger threshold to 2, bleed count, lowers the user stagger threshold. Check this out, kiddo. Used by 1 when this unit is hit by 2 skills. Basic power +1 for every 2 stacks. Slash blunt skills inflict extra damage on Clash Win. I can't allow him to win any of these clashes. But hit with a skill gain, check this out as well. Once per skill. This effect does not activate on cracked points. Huh? Clash Win with the boss skill use this turn, gain 1 more, check this out. Slash additional skill point power. Middle's Grudge. Use when using certain skills. For every stack, defensive level +1, defensive -2. Counter skill deal additional damage. Okay. Pretty sure you're similar to Ricardo. You're 5000 HP! Okay, I'm definitely going to take care of Kiara first. Just like during the last fight. Middle Apprentice Kira. All sorts of bleed. Blunt bonus damage. Temptation and Bind. Additional damage. Terminal Blade on state. The skill activates the terminal effect. You get to use the skill once for every middle style augmentation spare turn. So our counter gets additional charges. How many do you have? Right now, none. And you get these tattoos by just simply using your skills. Okay, so if I trigger the counter first, before she gets the tattoo, I should be fine. I don't really need to clash with my Yaseng just yet. I'm just going to keep them busy. Get a little bit of SP, that is definitely going to help us. Going to stall for time with the other one. Vespa's probably going to handle the fires for us. Matthias, probably. Considering how powerful he is all by himself. He has like 3,000 HP! What? Well, at the very least, it seems like this time around my partners can just die. But like the other one, like in the other boss fights. Okay, well, that's definitely good. I wonder how difficult Kira is going to be for us. The other ring lady wasn't really so bad. It was just the issue of stopping her mass attacks all the time because of the assist function. And the constant damage. I was always in stagger range back then. Asa! It was quite handy. You were able to get a couple of very important hits there. Lovely! Okay, breath resonance. Let us go. Freaking two! Oh god! I can understand why Don is so hyped about him! It's so cool! He is so freaking cool! It's unreasonable! I wonder if they're going to give us an ID for him as well at some point. I would definitely love to have it. Even though they probably would need to, you know, nerf the heck out of it, because he might be a little bit too busted. Right? He might be a little bit too busted. If they actually hand us over an ID like him, it would definitely break the entire game. There's no way. There's just no way they could give that out. Even the highs just were so powerful. It almost already feels like they've changed the mechanics, a couple of the mechanics of the game. Just by their existence, you know? Just for their sheer existence. Did you just create a vibe out of... a whip out of smoke there? Just what exactly is her weapon type? Is she like one of these mighty mass or something? She definitely is not stacking the smokes effects. So it must be something different. But it is definitely smoke related in some way. Maybe they're going to elaborate on that a little bit later at least. A little bit later. Oh well, I can't help but notice, Kira, that you have -3 coin power there. Pretty sure that came from Yaseng, or maybe one of our allies. So not only do we have 3 guys on our side, but all sorts of debuffs are also applied to her. Despite us getting more and more evil. Okay then. So there isn't really a skill count that I need to worry about this time. That is definitely good to know. That is definitely good to know. Alright then, Vespa, would you be so kind to absolutely obliterate that dad over there? Oh, he's so great. I just can't stop gushing about it. It's so freaking great. I'm pretty sure I would love to have the Hornet Ego as well at some point. Not entirely sure if guns is a style though, but it seems like the weapon style can be changed. Considering that the big eye, the big bird, was able to change from a hammer to a crossbow. Surely the Hornet Ego can be changed as well. Maybe giving him a sword like a harpoon or a stinger. Oh no, wait. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You're supposed to handle that guy. You're not supposed to lose to that guy. Well, at the very least it was on a defensive skill, so everything is fine. But still, you're not supposed to lose to that guy under any kind of circumstances, please. I would hate to see that. I would definitely hate to see that, because the second you, I don't know, maybe get staggered, I might have some issues afterwards. Okay. He's only tackling these two, so I'm free to do whatever. Do I have enough damage to kill her off? I might have just enough damage to finish her off. So we are definitely going to try that. Oh my god! 300 damage. Lovely to see. Another buff from our beautiful detective here. I got a bit unlucky there, but it's fine. 433. Oh, look at her go. So much for losing that one clash there, huh? Redemption! Pure redemption! 30 freaking hits! Oh god! The numbers are going crazy over there! In the meantime, I'm barely getting 15? 18? Okay. Let's see. This one's a freebie that I can actually tackle. Should I go for an ego? That seems kinda hopeless. Maybe I'm just going to let his Sang take the hit here, considering that he has a weakness of pierce attacks. On the other hand though, there's a chance that he can get staggered onto this. Even worse, is die. It's probably going to be fine. Maybe they're already able to stagger that guy. He's definitely doing a ton of damage after all. He only has 3,800 left. 42? What the hell's wrong with you? This is not even an ego! This is not even an ego! Why are you already going over the 40s? This is unreasonable! Unreasonable! 30 is one thing, 40 is something completely different! This is not a mirror world, Vespa! This is not a mirror world! And she is casually throwing the 20s around as well. Oh, this is just crazy. Oh well. I'm going to give him a couple of additional punches there. A couple of bleed counts as well, because we have it. 4 to 9. That is definitely going to help us out. Even though, well, in comparison to 3,600 health, that is scratching the surface, I guess. Yeah, it's not going to do anything. But still, it does something at least. Okay. Red skills. Avoid. And everything else is going to be directed. Alright, this is fine. Is it fine? 31? A counter of 30? Did I just revive myself? Do we have amples around here as well? I know that Ishmael's team had the amples. I'm just not entirely sure if the others... Yeah, we have amples! Huh! Okay. I guess in case of emergencies, 5 revives are definitely handy to have. Oh. But it might be a bit overkill. Might have been best for you guys to share these amples with the others. Like 3 of them. 3 of them for the ring. 3 of them to the ring. That would have been more reasonable. You have a color with you. You had a color. Freaking color. The others had Hohenheim and Eliza. And I'm pretty sure Eliza went for a killing move there. With an explosion. Oh no. The index? Well, at the very least, it doesn't seem like we're going to pick a fight with them. At least not yet. Alright, let's see what he's up to. Well, 4 of us in total. We have arrived as Faust said that we would. This is our assigned destination. We made it without any sort of complications. Executive Manager, the Golden Burrow's location. Where is it? It's not here, but it's also not really far either. The plan dictates that we are to hold this position until the LCA arrives, then mobilize to secure the Golden Burrows, right? Yeah, that is the plan. Though I'm not sure if we should just sit here and wait like this. You must withdraw even further to the back, Manager. This individual's mask and outfit suggests that he is the nurse father of the Index, mentioned during our briefing. The room that we arrived through the back door was... Oh. It is your home. I was just thinking about you as well. A room where the index nursefather was waiting for Ryoshu with a beaming smile. I see. There's something about his mask gave the smile a chilling edge. Ryoshu's not happy about this. Whenever I miss you, sweetheart, I run my fingers among the grooves of the burn mark that you have sealed into my face. It's bumpy on the side, but grainy like wet sand on the other, like the traces of waves rolling across the shores. Burn marks? Oh, well, you did say that if she kills somebody, she should go for a stab instead of burning them alive. I guess she took your lesson at heart. In order to ensure that you might possibly experience the worst kind of death. At least in your eyes. The index nursefather caresses the smooth surface of his mask. Seeing you here, it makes my face burn and ache. My daughter! Where is she? Ryoshu asked in a quiet voice, as though she couldn't care less about anything else that he had to say. Oh, Araya. Well, she loved you very much. I hope you can still recall her face, though. You wielded that sword with such abandon that day, hadn't you? Only I should have been able to open that vault! Are you sure about that, sweetheart? I'm sure you know better than that. About the prescripts, the abilities to know pretty much everything. It was crafty of you, though. You would always disappear and hide whenever Shiomi pours out her resentments towards you. Back then, I thought you had a particular talent in the game of hide and seek. When the truth was as simple as that exceptional sense in your shared blood activating the special time vault. Blood? Oh, the Duai Star! So she's the one who opened the vault! She took Arya! It is no surprise that you would arrive at that conclusion. After all, she has always hated you, and she had the least commitment to her duties. That hatred was born from a festering pit where no hope nor desires remained, because she abandoned her own future. Now, please, come sit here. Shall I read you a picture book? What the hell? Are you still treating her like a kid or something? You used to really love these fairy tales. You know, when you were still a child. Until one day, you gave me the coldest shoulder and just walked straight into your room. Said you were too old for stuff like that. Fuck off with your bullshit! Just answer my question! You're trying to skip ahead again, aren't you? Remember how we never finished our books? We would always save the ending for later. I don't really know if you were aware, but I had all of them bookmarked. So that, should you come to long for those moments again, you could just pick them up when we left them off. What? That is how it was. Then the monkey said, "Dad, come on, I'm 13. Oh, what's the matter, sweetheart? I thought you were still 5. I'm only joking, of course. I don't suppose you found that very funny, though. Of course, I know that you're 13 years and 7 months old. Yeah, way past picture books. Who says that you can't read any more fairy tales once you're past a certain age? Here, literally, right there, it says for the age 3 to 8. Well, that is just a recommendation, sweetie. You don't really have to listen to them. I've read nothing but these picture books myself. You're so weird. I thought adults didn't really like to read picture books. That's an unfair preconception constructed by grown-ups who take too much pride in being able to read books without any sort of pictures. How are we to know only from words alone? The shape of the monkey's eyes, their colors, what the animal looks like when it laughs. That is why I become so anxious whenever I read parts unaccompanied by a picture, afraid that my imagination may be different from the reality that the author had defined. You, sweetie, you like these books too, don't you? Don't really hate them at least. Can we just move on to the next page then? What happened to the monkey? You know what? Let's just stop here today and pick up the next time. It's always best to save the endings for later, isn't it? You say that all the time, but we haven't really finished a single one of the books. I want to know what happens after the monkey and the frog raced. All in due time, darling. That is what the pinky swear was for. Pinky? Oh. If you lie to me, yes, I swallow 1,000 needles. Just how far are you willing to go, sweetie? As far as it takes. I like the sound of that. It's almost like you're ready to give up everything that you have. Your dear old man. Now where did you hide the child? Somewhere. Far, far away from your hands. That sword can sever the spider's thread, sweetheart. You could hack away for days with the keenest blade that you have, but it just won't break. It is just that resilient. Oh! What did you do? Oh my god! And that happened because of the sword? Wait, her eyes look shocked. Maybe that wasn't her intention. Sweetheart. You should quit smoking. You never really managed to kick the habit, now did you? I suppose that is where you take after the Dio star. That's just blood ties for you, I guess. You always cough your lungs out whenever Shioma lets up a cigarette. But the moment you grew into an adult, you started walking down the same path as her. What other choice do I have but to guide? What other choice do I have but to be a guiding hand that brings you back to the right path? Sweetie, if you want to find Araya, please pay a visit to the Dio Star. Let me open a path that will get you there. It looks like we're about to have more visitors as well. Oh! Oh, it's the sad guys, the Utcharts, I mean. All the Polestrians in the area have been neutralized. Mobilize to retrieve the gold barrels as planned, LCB. Man. You can't hope to predict his movements at all. Don't bother figuring out his pattern. Right. Let's each worry about our own missions first. To position, guys! Righty. The target is alone. He is a proxy of the Index and was once a star of the city all on his own. Prepare to throw everything that we have at him. Darling, I know these memories may have been buried away in my face, but let me share some of them with you. The child has black hair, and her height came up to somewhere above your knees. And when she smiled, she flashes her still growing baby teeth. She loved her bright red Rancerous bag, and of course, she has loved you. How dare you! Descriptions alone just isn't enough, right? It doesn't really paint the clearest of picture, now does it? That is why I only ever read picture books. I see your point, but still, you have no right to talk about a child right now. You're the reason why she even wanted to escape from this place. Well, you're part of the reason, at least. Oh. Whoa. Okay. Okay, we're getting closer. Or are we just circling around it right now? Oh, it kind of seems like we're circling around it. Okay. Oh no. Wait, there's no fight here either. It's just a pinky. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. Every time I see another one of these points, I'm getting worried. So, does anyone actually live around here? Probably. While the site of habitations are minimal, there's evidence of regular cleaning. Hasn't changed a bit, this place. Odd silence fills the space that we've entered. The room was completely quiet and devoid of any sort of warmth. Ryoshu gingerly made her way past the threshold. When I opened this drawer, there used to be a school bag. Your school bag? Mommy! Mommy! Did you ever see stuff like this outside? No. It is so pretty though! Look! Hey, why did you take off that school bag? You've been carrying it on your back all day. But it's a rando sale! Because I'm still in elementary school. Elementary! Here, have some watermelons. They're sweet. Hmm? Oh, no way! It's super sweet! This watermelon is the goat! Uh-huh. Where did you pick up that way of speaking? Oh? You didn't get it, did ya? Nuh-uh. Goat means the greatest of all things! Unnecessary shortening, I see, in my opinion. Oh? You mean IMO? Okay, that's it. I'm going to teach you everything that I've learned at school, starting today. I don't really need to know that. It doesn't matter how popular they are now. With time, they all become old, outdated, and embarrassingly anachronistic anyways. But Mommy, it's so much fun! And you would like it as well. It's all about the aesthetic of shortening, right? You gotta learn these if you don't want to fall behind. Like seriously, SMH! SMH? Well, that means shaking my head. Ta-da! That's SMH! And this is how we shorten the other ones as well. Look, okay? SMH. Please try this one. Naughty. MH. You're getting better at it, Mommy. But I'm not. I didn't get it. Can you please repeat that one more time? The vision slowly lifted from us, like dissipating mist. So that is where she started the habit of shortening everything down. She lost that memory, but still, the habit stayed. Just like the cigarettes. I see. Well, either way, it leaves a cobwebbed, empty room behind. Spiderwebs are, well, they're quite difficult things to remove once they stick. I shall impart unto you the reply before the question is asked, as it is with the cause of which you have arrived here. Herein lies something you've all lost. Nothing was lost. We are here to retrieve what was stolen from us. Are you now? Mischievous adults like to pose factual questions to children that are in truth quite cruel. Do you like your mother more, or your father? Do you like strawberry ice cream more, or maybe the chocolate one instead? Perhaps my master, Yoshihide, considers you nothing but a child still. Get to the point, or you will find out firsthand how exactly your master has lost her tongue. I present before you, Yoshihide, and your companion, choice. The Golden Burrow, and the child. If you could return with only one of them, which one would you choose? You're becoming more and more like me. Do I have a choice though? I'm your blood after all. Oh, Ryoshu! So she is the child. Yes, indeed. A child of your blood. A very precious child. Her aptitude, her ability to sense the flow of time, is impossibly precise. She makes you look downright dull in comparison. Do you star? For now, we're going to give her enough room to perceive and experience time as she interacts with the world in her own way. It's going to take forever before she's even remotely useful then. The more care we put into hammering and chiseling this material, the worthier shall it become indeed. Aww, just look at this kid. She just smiled at me. Did you guys see that? So, what is her name going to be? It appears as though that should be the next subject on our table. Personally, I would prefer if she would be named Eliza. Yoshihide. That should be a good name for her. So Reen was the one who named her. Does it say the prescript or something? Yes. Well, whatever your precious prescript says goes, right? It's better than crap like Eliza or whatever. I would appreciate it if you would keep your comments on my naming sense to yourself. Listener? Oh, just look at her. It kinda looks to me that she's a fan of the name Yoshihide. Then I guess it's decided. You're going to be Yoshihide from now on. Yoshihide? You take care of her for a while, do you, star? Why does it have to be me? Well, because she's of your own blood. She's the nearest carbon copy of you. Well, maybe safe for her eyes. You know that's not what I'm asking. I'm asking why it had to be... To us, who are discarded here, nothing has less meaning than the question of why. Hey, yo! Are you guys seeing this? See how she picks up this little rattle there? Man, is she still on about that? Never tired of bitching, are you? Says the Republican mongrel who falls out of favor with her own familiar. Another word of your mouth and I'll... Hey guys, please don't fight. Not before we place our bets. And you, aren't you going to stop them or something? This is how we will be entangled. Every blow, every bickering, a pull that brings us closer and closer. The intertwining of our bonds and karma completes the web as the house of spines. It is now time for us to each do our best for this precious child that has finally been given to us. Huh? You. Yeah. This is my first and final request to you. Don't become like me. Before you came to me, I knew nothing but freedom and comfort in a world that belongs only to me. Until they broke into my world, dragged me out of there, and cast me into this garden. It's the same face as Ryoshu. Oh. And then you happened. Wrinkles cover my skin like a crumpled blanket, and I realize I have become irreversibly damaged. As you grow up, you will be my misery. Until I'm nothing but a wrinkled, shriveling up husk. A husk that exists only to birth you into this world. This is why you must never become like me. The more our likeness grows, the clearer it will become that I am but a source of nourishment for you to feed upon. I'll be sucked dry to wither and shrink into insignificance. So don't you dare become like me. Okay? Stop the smoking habit just like her. She doesn't want you to get closer. She doesn't want you to be like her. Have you started smoking? Yes. Give me a light. The day you returned home after receiving those combat organization argumentations and stared at me with red eyes that are just like my own, I came to realize with horror, you're becoming like me. You're revolting thing. Can't really help it, I guess. I'm your child after all. I'm not in the mood to play along with your riddles. Well, in that case, would you allow my humble self to understand your intent as a refusal to give up on either of them? I'm afraid my master does not appreciate the greedy. Bring her to me! I'll talk to her, and if she wouldn't listen, I'll split her vertically from her throat. And if that still doesn't do the trick, I will crush the nursefather's head, one by one, until someone breaks and talks to me. Believe me that I will! Heads can be decapitated, tongues can be sliced off, face can be grounded to much, and limbs can be amputated. But this you cannot sever. It is really stubborn, isn't it? This threat. I agree. Invisible, intangible, yet doggedly existing, and utterly inseparable. The nursefather raises a hand, lifting the red thread, tethering her and Ryoshu together. When her hand touched it, the thread becomes clearly visible, as though it was always been there. But if that is the only thing that you can hang on to, if the only thing that is tying you to this place is that single thread, wouldn't it be better for you to sever it away? I'm telling you this because unlike the other nursefathers, we are related by blood. In other words, I'm giving you a chance to be free. Because I know the inescapable end that you will meet now that you've returned. Unless you were to sever that thread before delving deeper into the house, that is. This is your way out. A way to save yourself from a terrible fate. Or are the golden burrows really that important to you? What was the answer to my question, Ren? They gave me none, Master. It may be that they wish to claim them both. No. Vengeance has narrowed her vision to all other matters. It's as simple as that. She knew returning to this den of spiders would bind her into this web, yet she was foolish enough to do so anyways. What other explanation could there be? You won't understand. Someone like you, who has done nothing but blame me for every sort of misery, and trembled with resentment whenever I called upon you. So, I kept that word buried all of my life. The word that I would have used to call upon you. Couldn't even handle me, or anyone really, calling you that. So much that you would... No. Because the echo of that word carried nothing but misery for me. Is that why you brought that child here? Mommy? It's Mommy.